Welcome back for video 4. I'm so glad you joined us again today. I have this project that I've been working on that I just love, and the people I've been talking to, they love it too. And I created it based on questions that I've gotten from other homeschoolers over the years about what we've done and what I've figured out after doing it for so long. It is a 6-module program where I'm going to cover everything you need to know to really feel comfortable and confident in your homeschooling. It's totally about helping you be the best you so that you can give the best to your kids. And we're going to cover these 6 different modules will cover a variety of things. First is you're going to come up with and really figure out what your main goal, you and your spouse, is with this homeschooling journey. What is it you're trying to do? What kind of adults are you trying to create? Because that's ultimately the real goal of why we're doing this, is we want to offer them a really awesome educational system so they have the best choices when they're adults. And we want to give them this foundation to be incredible adults. So what does that look like to you? Then we're going to go on to Module 2. In Module 2, we're going to talk to the kids. And what does a homeschooling day look like to them? What does a homeschooling journey look like to them? What did they love about doing it last year? What did they love about school last year if they were in school and you just pulled them out? When they were thinking about homeschooling, or whenever they think about it and they think it's going to be awesome, what are those things that they're thinking about? Really dig into figuring out what works for them. You know, how do they have a fabulous day and learn a lot and get in touch with them and get them on board to participating with you in your journey. Then Module 3, we're going to talk about all the different types of homeschooling. There are so many these days, and each one has a different flavor to the curriculum, and they have different kind of teaching philosophies that go behind them. So we're going to cover the basic round of the different types of homeschooling, so you understand when you're purchasing a curriculum or you're deciding to make a choice, what it is you're really trying to do here, or what you're really purchasing and getting to do with your kids. We're also going to get into some of the structures and how to make it so you're not the bad guy in your school, but more the mentor, the teacher, the friend who works with them one-on-one, and not the person who is always trying to set down the rules. And there's a couple tips that I've got for you at the end of Module 3 with that. Module 4 is a really good one. That's where we get into the different types of the teaching styles and teaching methods that are out there that you could basically get with a different curriculum or teach on your own. So it'll give you more confidence in what you're trying to achieve. Are you trying, and you know what, these different teaching styles will work for different types of kids too. So it's all about trying to figure out what works best for your family and your kids. Then we're going to go on to learning styles, because everybody learns differently. Each of your kids could have a different way of intaking information. One needs to see everything, but the other one needs to hear everything. Then you can figure out how they're intaking the information and having it stick. You can provide that more for them during their homeschooling day. And lastly in that one, this exercise, I love this. The 5 Love Languages is a book for relationships, in marriages and stuff like that. But they have a version, like a quiz that you can take online that's for kids. And if you figure out what the love languages are for your kids, then you know how to show them that you love them and you're encouraging them in a way that they can hear it. Some need to be told. Some need acts of service that make them feel loved. Some need hugs and physical touch. And by taking this quiz and working with your kids, you can figure out exactly what it is they need in order to feel really good about their experience and how you can communicate to them that, they're loved and appreciated. Then we move on to Module 5, and Module 5 is called Exploring Socialization and Other Myths. But what we're really doing is we're going to talk about all these things about what they're missing out on, and I use finger quotes definitely on this, because you can recreate everything that you feel like there might be missing. You can figure out on your own. There are so many resources now out there for homeschoolers everywhere, and you have a lot more available to you than you think. So what we're going to do is we're going to actively go through and figure out what your resources are for you to do whenever you're stuck or you're looking for new options or anything like that. And that is really fun, because then what we're going to do, Module 6 is all about putting this all together and creating a binder. So as you go through each of these stages, you're going to be filling things out for yourself and for anybody else who's going to be helping you with your homeschooling. You're going to fill them all out, put them in a binder, and it's not going to be your school resource guide. Whenever you feel like you're off track, you can always come back to it. Whenever you feel like something needs to change, because, these kids are always growing. They're always looking for something more and different. You've got a place to go to figure out something. You don't have to, just figure it all out day to day, and it reminds you of all these things that you knew at one point, but maybe you've got lost track of. For me, this whole concept changed the game for us, and it was such a good way to keep this whole journey amazing. The other thing this binder is good for, let's say you're on bed rest, you are pregnant, and you need to be on bed rest for 2 months, and your mother-in-law is coming to town, and she's taking over homeschooling for a couple months. You have all this set up and ready to go so that she knows what your philosophies are, why you're doing what you're doing, so that she can carry on in a way that's meaningful for the kids and for you and for your family goals. Or let's say you and your husband finally get to take that 2-week trip you've been meaning to take forever, and your sister's coming in and she's going to help. Well, you know what? Maybe this doing the curriculum thing isn't working with her, and she's going to want to do more field trips. Well, great. You've got a list of things in the area, ready to go, experiences she can go have with the kids, and still follow along the types of things that you need to cover in your curriculum. So this is a great way for you to really continue your journey of homeschooling and do it very confidently. So if you go into the email that you would have gotten with this, it has links into all the different areas that you need to go to check this all out. Another option I have is working with you one-on-one, and I'd love to meet you individually, because working with homeschooling moms is so fun. Hearing how you're making a choice and a difference in the most important journey of our whole lives, that's what this is all about, is really doing this and having an amazing experience for you and your kids. So I really hope you take this opportunity to scroll down and link in, look at things, and join me for this course and this wonderful group we're going to create online as we go through these different segments, where you can go back and forth with other homeschooling moms and see what their ideas are and their journey. Hopefully, I will meet you soon. So thanks again. Bye-bye.